Imagine a man who could charm a room with wit, invent devices that changed daily life, write words that inspired a nation, and negotiate treaties that saved it. Imagine a person whose curiosity seemed limitless, whose ambition spanned from printing presses to electricity, and whose humor was as sharp as his intellect. This is the story of Benjamin Franklin, printer, scientist, philosopher, statesman, and one of the most extraordinary polymaths in history. Benjamin Franklin was born on January 17, 1706, in Boston, Massachusetts, into a modest family of 17 children. His father, Josiah Franklin, was a tallow chandler and soap maker, and his mother, Abiah Folger, was the daughter of a well-respected family. From the very beginning, Franklin's life was shaped by both hard work and curiosity. He attended school for just 2 years, leaving at the age of 10 to help support the family. Yet this early exit from formal education did not impede his thirst for knowledge. Franklin was largely self-taught, devouring books whenever he could. He read voraciously, studying subjects ranging from philosophy to science to literature. He even developed a habit of copying out passages from books to practice writing and comprehension. That way, he could hone the skills that would later make him one of America's most influential writers. His curiosity was insatiable, and he believed in what he called the usefulness of knowledge, a principle that guided his life's work. At 12, Franklin began an apprenticeship at his brother James' print shop. This experience gave him insight into the printing trade, newspapers, and the world of ideas and skills that would shape his future. He famously clashed with his brother, whose strictness prompted young Franklin to escape to Philadelphia at just 17. He arrived in a new city with nothing but a letter of introduction, a small bundle of belongings, and an unshakable determination to make his mark. In Philadelphia, Franklin quickly found work as a printer and typesetter. Within a few years, he established his own printing business and launched the Pennsylvania Gazette, which became one of the colony's most influential newspapers. Through it, he offered commentary on politics, morality, and daily life. He also began publishing Poor Richard's Almanac in 1732, a yearly publication filled with aphorisms, practical advice, and witty sayings. The almanac sold tens of thousands of copies, spreading Franklin's ideas far and wide and cementing his reputation as a man of both wisdom and wit. But Franklin's ambitions extended far beyond printing. He had an insatiable curiosity about the natural world and devoted much of his life to science and invention. In the 1740s, he conducted his famous experiments with electricity, including the iconic kite experiment, which demonstrated the electrical nature of lightning. His findings were revolutionary, earning him international recognition and eventually a fellowship with the Royal Society of London. Franklin also invented practical devices such as the lightning rod, bifocal glasses, and the Franklin stove, innovations that improved daily life for ordinary people. While Franklin was advancing knowledge, he was also deeply committed to civic improvement. He helped establish institutions that are still fundamental to society today: the first public library in America, a fire department, the University of Pennsylvania, and the American Philosophical Society. Franklin believed that society thrived when individuals contributed to public welfare, and he consistently applied his talents to benefit his community. Franklin's life was equally marked by politics. He began as a loyal British subject, representing Pennsylvania in London, advocating for the colony's interests in a way that initially sought compromise rather than confrontation. However, over decades of negotiation and observation, Franklin came to see the necessity of independence. He became a crucial figure in the Revolutionary Right, serving as a diplomat in France, where he secured essential support for the revolutionary cause. His charm, intelligence, and wit made him a favorite of the French court, and his efforts were instrumental in securing military and financial aid that helped America win its independence.
Franklin's contributions went beyond diplomacy. He participated in the drafting of the Declaration of Independence and later the United States Constitution, helping to shape the foundational principles of the new nation. He was a voice of reason, compromise, and vision, advocating for a balanced government that could survive the challenges of liberty and human nature. Even in his personal habits, Franklin demonstrated an almost obsessive commitment to self-improvement. He kept a journal, tracked his virtues, and devised schedules to cultivate temperance, industry, and humility. Franklin's methodical approach to life reflected his belief that personal discipline and moral clarity were as important as intellectual brilliance. Franklin's influence extended across continents. In Europe, he was celebrated as a man of reason, enlightenment, and diplomacy. He corresponded with leading intellectuals and philosophers, including Voltaire, earning a reputation as an exemplar of Enlightenment thought. Yet despite his fame abroad, Franklin remained devoted to practical outcomes, constantly seeking ways to improve society, technology, and governance. Even in his later years, Franklin never slowed down. He continued to publish, experiment, and engage in public life well into his 70s and 80s. He was an advocate for abolition, arguing against slavery at a time when such views were far from universal. He worked tirelessly to advance civic causes, including postal reform, education, and public safety. Franklin died on April 17, 1790, in Philadelphia at the age of 84, leaving behind a legacy of unmatched breadth and influence. What makes Franklin extraordinary is not only the range of his achievements, but the way he integrated them into a coherent philosophy, curiosity, practicality, and civic responsibility. He didn't pursue knowledge for its own sake. He pursued it to solve problems, improve society, and empower others. He didn't see science and politics as separate worlds. They were complementary tools to enhance human life. Benjamin Franklin's life teaches us that brilliance is most meaningful when paired with service. He was a polymath, yes, but he was also a connector of people and ideas. He bridged continents, disciplines, and social classes. He believed in reason, but embraced wit. He valued morality, but trusted innovation. Above all, he believed that every individual had the power and responsibility to make life better for others. In many ways, Franklin's story is a blueprint for how curiosity, intellect, and civic engagement can coexist in one life. He reminds us that greatness is not about fame alone, but about persistent effort, ethical action, and the willingness to apply your talents for the broader good. From a Boston boy with little formal schooling to one of America's most influential statesmen, scientists, and thinkers, Benjamin Franklin's life demonstrates that intelligence, curiosity, and moral purpose can leave an imprint that spans generations. Today, when we see his image on the $100 bill, we might remember his inventions or his diplomacy, but we should also remember the curiosity, humor, and tireless commitment to improvement that made him Benjamin Franklin. He wasn't just a founding father of a nation, he was a founding father of ideas, innovation, and civic responsibility. A man whose life continues to inspire anyone who dares to think, to act, and to change the world.